What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Magna Carta Sports Podcast. Your boys are back here with my man Dan. Dan, how's it going today for you?
It's going good. A little rainy, but sun's still gonna shine, baby.
Yeah, man, I'm loving the transition into spring here. I always love that type of season, but we here to do what we do best, give our best or worst takes on the sporting world. Lamar Jackson is in the news today, dealing with his contract, so we're going to get into a little bit of that. Make sure you all, if you're viewing this, like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think about the video as well. We always appreciate it.
Sir.
Yeah, so you want to get into it, man?
Jump right into it.
Yeah, man, it's been a long, ongoing contract negotiation, it seems, between Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and we have some breaking news out of Lamar Jackson's camp today.
So Lamar today tweeted out, in regards to my future plans, as of March 2nd, I requested a trade from the Ravens organization, for which the Ravens has not been interested in meeting my value. Any and everyone that has met me or being around me know I love the game of football, and my dream is to help a team win a championship, or actually he said win the Super Bowl. So, yeah, there's a lot to unpack with that. Lamar has a very interesting situation. It's very unique when you see a superstar ask for money and he doesn't get it, honestly, in this day and age. There's a lot of, like what you said earlier, before we got on, it was about the player empowerment movement. But I feel like the player empowerment is more for basketball. I don't think NFL owners are really up to that. They are not rocking with that player empowerment stuff. They're definitely the warden of their system. They do not want to let go, honestly. But it's crazy because you expect MVP winner. I'm not sure if it was unanimous or not, but an MVP winner usually get the kind of money that he wants. You know what I'm saying? But it's a crazy situation because he wants a fully guaranteed contract, and that's kind of unheard of in the NFL. And besides the crazy whole Deshaun Watson situation, Deshaun Watson pretty much like changed the game. He shook it up a little bit. The Browns actually shook it up a little bit, and that's what I think the owners are really fearing, for that to escalate. They don't really want the guaranteed contract to be a thing because I guess in their head, it's football, it's a violent sport. People get injured, then you're stuck in that contract. You're stuck with the guaranteed money that you have to pay out. So,
right.
What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, man, they got to pay my boy his money, man. Shout out to Lamar. The franchise quarterback, like you said, you never really get to this point, especially with young franchise quarterbacks who have proven it on the field. Analysts and critics will say he's not the greatest pocket passer in the world, but this guy, he's just a winner, man. I mean, to me, he seems like the type of player that you want to build your franchise around. He's never in the news for anything off the field. Model citizen, as far as we know, in the locker room, leading his team. And then on the field, I mean, he's one of the top 5 best players in the league, in my opinion. I mean, again, he's not the greatest, he's not a regular standstill quarterback. He's going to move around and get yardage. But to me, that's an absolute plus, especially the offense the Ravens have been running since they got him. They basically built their entire offense around him. And really haven't filled out the rest of the roster, giving him weapons to play around with. And he's still won games where he shouldn't have, still has, I think it's like the top 3 winningest percentage for quarterbacks ever all time with the minimum number of starts that he has. So they got to pay my boy his money, man. $250 million guarantee. I know, like you said, it's a little different with the NFL. They have a 53-man roster that they have to fill out, but I think it's ultimately going to be a major investment for the Ravens. I mean, other than Lamar Jackson, they don't really have anything going for them as far as, top players in the league. And I think he's gonna definitely put butts in the seats. He's gonna sell jerseys, and if you keep him happy, I think he's gonna perform, the same, if not better, as he did on the field. He's had a couple injuries over the last couple seasons, but he's still very young. I think he can learn and get way better. I think you pay him his money. And he's just satisfied and hungrier to prove that contract. So I think they should absolutely give him that money.
Yeah, it has been proven that Lamar is the system. They put in what's his name, Huntley, even, and it just really wasn't working the way he thought. Like, he was a running quarterback as well, but he's just not Lamar. So it's kind of a situation where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, really, for them.
Right.
But you can't really let Lamar go, honestly, because you don't really have a contingency plan or a backup plan for that. And you don't want to be stuck in QB limbo, man. That's the thing. Do you think that the contract situation is more because he's a running quarterback instead of like the real pocket passers? Like if he was really like someone like Mahomes or Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, you think the contract situation would be way different?
Yeah, I'm sure. You giving one player that much money is so many factors that go into it. I'm sure they're weighing that. But again, they haven't really, given him any real threats in their receiving game. Like they got Mark Andrews, who's a stud of a tight end for sure. He's been their leading receiver for the last 2 years, I believe, yardage wise. But I mean, to win in this league, even the top quarterbacks, they need a guy they can consistently go to, somebody who can get open for them. And I don't think he's had that. They have, solid run game. He has rushed for 1,000 yards or more 2 times, Lamar Jackson. So I'm just a full believer in the guy, man. I love his game. So exciting to watch. I think if you give him a couple weapons, OBJ is still out there. Coming off an injury, so his value is a little bit down. I think you pick up a guy like that. Why not? And just try it out, see what happens. They signed Lamar Jackson to the non-exclusive franchise tag. So if he does go through with that, he's guaranteed $32 million this year. But with him being that running quarterback, it's always dangerous. So I don't blame him at all for looking for guaranteed money right now for sure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think they got to do whatever they got to do to get a deal done with Lamar Jackson, because like you said, the alternative is not really much out there. Most of the free agents, not quarterbacks, have now been signed. And without Lamar Jackson in his career so far, they've been nothing to write about. So I think they got to get a deal done with him, and ultimately, I think he's earned being right now the highest paid quarterback in the league. I think it's his time.
So, yeah, you definitely brought up a good topic. I wanted to talk about the weapons around him. He had Hollywood Jackson. They traded him. And then they had a Deshaun Watson. Like, they had like a 40-year-old Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, that's my bad. Deshaun Jackson, former Eagles, as his one of his threats. I'm just like, what are they really trying to do here? And then I just saw they signed Nelson Aguilar. I'm like, bro. Nelson hasn't been good since 2017 on the Eagles. Like, there's no way that's what then I saw the tweet. It was like, yeah, the song got some nice weapons as a deep threat. I'm just like, bro, that's not a weapon in 2023, man. Come on. Like, Nelson Aguilar, I don't think he ever had 1,000-yard season. What do you think he's gonna do on that? Come on, man. They really got to do something, because, like you said, every top quarterback needs a number one wide receiver. Allen, you got what's his name, Diggs. Mahomes, he had Hill and Travis Kelce. Like, even look at Hurts, he got my boy AJ Brown. Like, and you saw the crazy step. Like, yeah, like Hurts took when AJ Brown. Tua, when he got Hill, they took off. They was killing it before he got injured. So you clearly see you need a number one wide receiver, someone that can really catch, reliable. Actually, you probably need 2, really, to be like an elite offense if you really want to get somewhere. But I just don't see them for them. Like, they just signing these guys off the streets. They're not really drafting really good guys. So I don't really understand what their plan is, really. I don't get the motive. Like, you want to build a team around a guy. Like, you get running backs. They definitely get running backs, but they all get injured. So it's just this is Lamar out there running. But you don't want your quarterback to get hit every play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to have some type of other threat besides Mark Andrews, because everyone don't know you want to throw with Mark Andrews, obviously. So I really don't. I think they just need to free Lamar. I'm just circling when I just think, free Lamar, because y'all just not doing what y'all supposed to be doing right now. I don't know.
Facts. So yeah, you say that, what are some teams that you think he could, possibly do good on, or possibly go to if they don't end up signing a long-term deal with him?
I mean, a lot of people were saying like the Falcons, because like they had the cap space and everything, like they have the picks. But interesting today, I just saw like a notification saying that Meek Mill texts the owner of the
Text
Patriots.
Robert Kraft.
Yeah, Robert Kraft saying that Lamar wants to go there. That would be crazy. That would be crazy, honestly, because I feel like the Patriots could honestly try to build a team around Lamar. Like Bill Belichick is a genius, but the
Yeah,
Robert Kraft said it's all up to Bill if he wants him. So that would
right.
be a very interesting thing. I don't know what other team is out there. I think the quarterback carousel already happened. Everyone try to get their like the QBs, and besides the ones that
Right.
never want to draft another QB.
It's crazy that we haven't heard any reports like as soon as free agency started, there was no reports of any teams having any interested or even talking. But yeah, it's a number of teams, man. The Vikings, get Kirk Cousins out of there, bro. He's had his chance. Like the 49ers, they did good with a rookie Brock Purdy, but if they added Lamar Jackson to that roster, I think they could be monstrous. My Seahawks, I don't think we'll give up the number 5 pick, but if there was some way we could pull off a deal and get him, maybe
You
trade
already
them.
signed dude. You already
Yeah.
signed dude, though. I don't know if you can trade him.
This is just me and my brain. Like I'm getting Geno out of there, and I'm trading for Lamar if that's me. But yeah, it's gonna be tough because if a team does want to try to sign him with the exclusive tag, they got to give up 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Or if they want to try a trade, I'm sure the Ravens are right now. They're going to be asking for the whole bank and more. So it's going to be tough, but I think there is a couple teams, man, that they can just step up and give up those 2 first-round picks, even though it's so difficult with the NFL. I think they will be in position to really compete for a Super Bowl if they had a Lamar Jackson caliber at the QB position.
That's facts. I think it has to be an NFC team. They're not going to keep them in the AFC, honestly, or definitely not in the division either. So they would definitely want to get them out to the NFC. But the Panthers got the first pick, right?
Yeah.
So they're definitely not. They crossed them out. Saints just signed someone. Yeah, I don't really see anyone else that will really. You would think like the terrible teams would definitely go after them, but I don't really see them trying to go for them.
Yeah, couple analysts are saying too. Maybe he should backtrack a little bit. Maybe take a shorter deal, maybe 2 or 3 year deal. So that way you still get 40 or 50 million a year, but it's just a little bit shorter, and then you still become a free agent again. He's only be like 28, 29. So again, he does his own negotiating. He's his own agent. So I don't know, what type of deal he's really looking for and things like that. So I could see that for the Ravens side for sure. We definitely just need some more clarity on it. I would love to see Lamar just end up in a good situation, man, because I think he's really great.
Yeah, I think he's a special guy, a very high caliber guy, and I think he has a very high character as well. So I think that anyone who gets him is just really getting a really good player, good kid. So it'd be interesting to see where it goes, man. I think that I just want what's best for Lamar. Like I've always been rooting for him. I was definitely interested in getting them, but we already had like once at that time. So it's crazy just to see like where he fell to. He 32 teams passed up on him, 31, 32
yeah.
teams.
He was one of the last picks first round.
Yeah, so everyone had a chance to draft him. So yeah.
And again, they try to use the running thing against them. In today's NFL, man, to have that special of an athlete, I think it's necessary to have a QB with some type of mobility with the athletes on defense. But you got that next level athlete. I think it's only boost his credibility and his value. Honestly, I don't see it as a negative at all. I mean, he's had a couple injuries again over the last 2 seasons, but the electricity that he brings, he's gonna fill the stands whenever he's out there, and people are gonna buy jerseys too. You can never forget that as an owner. People spend money for exciting players.
Yeah, people definitely pay to see Lamar, man.
Yeah, man. Let us know in the comments what you think about the whole Lamar situation and where you think he should end up. Anything else you got there?
No, man. Like, share, subscribe, guys.
Yes, sir. We'll be back with more content there.
Peace.